Hello, everybody. Sometimes I feel a little bit like the smoking man on the X-Files that Mulder used to speak to. Anyhow, we got some important things. The first one is, you know, through the collective, a lot of you are feeling, let's say, the desperation. Uh, you are feeling well, actually, everything that you are feeling that is negative, and you're wondering where it's coming from, like, even questioning again why you're here, those feelings, those thoughts, they are not yours at this point. You are very strong empaths, and you are strong empaths now to the degree that you feel actually the consensus of the feeling upon the planet. And what I mean by that is that you feel the overall feelings from those not awakened. Feeling is, let's just use some numbers. So there's over 3 million of you with the Christ abilities at this time, and that is not a constant number. That is raising as more awakened. But for that number, there's 3 million of you, and there's almost 8 billion souls on the planet. So let's say when 3 billion of those souls, are having a very down day, uh, disgusted with society and, want to give it up, this is what you're feeling because it is an emotion from these powerful souls that are also about awakened and are also in their stages of being awakened. So you know what it was like for you before you awakened, and going through the process of when, for many of you, no matter how hard you tried tooth and nail to hang on to things, that they were taken from you. So what you are feeling now is part of that happening to the others that must awaken at this time. So, the last several days has been those sorts of sensations as well. And, it is also linked to your sleeping patterns in the last several days because, you are receiving a lot of random thoughts from those just beginning to enter the collective consciousness as well. So, when they tune in, if you will, there's a little bit of energy from them that's put in there and it's distributed through the collective for clearing and other things. So there is a process with this. So, these feelings that you've been feeling like in the last several days, what you would call low vibrational feelings, it's just an indicator, a gauge to you. So you don't own these, and you quickly understand that they're not yours. It's just to give you a gauge that the entire planet, once again, is being practiced divinely by the sun and other things, of course, that does this. So it's to pressure them down to waken them up. And, it's the same sense as you were pressured right down to the rock bottom to get you to wake up, right? And and finally you surrendered. So this is what's happening with them. They're going through a surrender process, but you are feeling the effects of it. Now, having said that, you should be so very happy because you know what's coming. Guess what? Many more are awakening, and you have seen this for the last few weeks, and you've been prepared for it. The teachers and even new teachers, and you intuitively know it, and you're deeper knowing. You know that it's real. You get your own confirmations. You are prepared to assist as much as you can, And again, you don't need to run out on the street and say, here, I'm here to say it all. Just go about your normal things, and those require your assistance will conveniently and divinely be placed before you. Whether you're a teacher that, you know, has a website that are assisting many, well, they'll just pop up, they'll show up, they'll be put before you to assist. And so you don't need to put an effort in looking for them, they come to you. Okay, and also, it's important in your teachings, keep going higher, the teachers, you know, as well as I here upon the planet. We are taught new things because we are ascending also higher in beliefs, physics, metaphysics. The way that you knew everything is in constant change. It does not remain constant. So therefore, you must, it's a very, very good idea to always remain open for any that you are teaching, to let them know that everything is always evolving. So what may hold true on one day may not hold true on the next. So it's best to keep them all open, because there will be times, and there have been, you know, since this ascension in 2012, where some beliefs and things and messages that were given, if you look now in the recent past era, you will find that it's contradictory. And that's because we are evolving forward, where some of these old beliefs no longer. And the best way to keep going forward is to understand fully and share with others that nothing is written in stone. And you know that from your heart, because there's two things going on. We got the piece on there. Yeah. There's two things going on, at least. One is you are creating the new realities, and number two, you are ascending to the places where everything that was written by man, it does not apply, because you're venturing into the mysteries of life that man has never had the answers to. So you're entering this mystical, magical realm where the answers are there, the answers to the mysteries of life. So you must remain open, receive more of, you know, what the mysteries are and how it works. So this is what we're doing also. And again, you know, you have patience with everything. And if you wish to look at, when I state there's just over 3 million with Christ abilities on the planet, and you look at 8 billion people, how does 3 million do anything with affecting change? Well, the first thing you come to know is that you're different, that you have immense, incredible, divine prowess, you know, purpose to create the change. And you don't affect one person in your everyday life, you affect many. So the ripple effect is huge, and you need huge numbers like 1 billion being awakened. You don't need that. What you need, you have already of us here. And there was enough of us here a few years ago. And so you don't need any large numbers. You have enough, but there are more joining all the time. You know, that is bigger as well. So the twin flame aspect. So what I just discussed, you know, about the teachers being open in your teaching and sharing that everything is evolving. There is always a new coming in, and that nothing is written in stone. The same applies for the twin flame concepts. So Having said that, keep that open as well. Most of you were taught on the lower timelines, you know, that the twin flame is a special union. It's a powerful, sacred, divine union, which it is. But, you know, there was restrictions in numbers put to that. The main one is, you know, the 13 original pairs from source. But since that time and up till now, the information I'm given is 739 possible twin flame pairs on the planet. And that number has been rising since I was given the information on it a few years ago. So, having said that, even though you may feel you're in a soulmate union, that it's not a twin flame, don't have a preconceived notion that it will not turn into a twin flame relationship, because it can. Anything is possible at this time. And also, it's time to share with you that for twin flame, you are not restricted to one twin flame possibility. You could have 5 upon the planet. And I don't wish this for to confuse you, but it's best that as we keep evolving, that, you know, if you're in a relationship that feels like a twin flame relationship, you know, if everything's working good and smoothly, both of you keep going with it, because it just may be. You're not given that forward knowledge, but in the near future, you know, you will know, and trust your own inner guidance again. You know, if it feels right, and, you know, you're kind of thinking and feeling, yeah, well, it may just be. So without knowing uh, with conviction that it is, just keep following. It's so important to follow it, regardless if it turns to a twin flame relationship or not. Just go with it. If it feels right, just go with it. It's that simple to do. And you know, the more that you work on yourself, and the purer you become in virtue, and, you know, every part of your essence, well, it's much easier to attract a more prominent twin flame possibility as well. So you do your work, and you will attract. You don't need to, again, you know, run out on the street or buy a plane, travel around the world looking for your twin flame. No, they come to you as well. So there are many things for twin flame relationships, and there's also soulmate relationships, and there are also catalysts. There are triggers. There are ones of you that are upon the planet as well to awaken others into the heart space. So just keep going with the flow. And I was going to say something more on that, and I was told not to. So just follow your hearts. That's what's so important, and keep going forward with it. So I guess that pretty well wraps up what I was going to say right now. And again, I love you all, and I thank you. And again, we are in the most amazing times, and you are in sort of a waiting mode again for, you know, waiting, some of you, for the awakened ones to come before you. And that is happening. You'll see a general increase in that, you know, over the next several weeks at least, most likely increasing further after that. So you guys are prepped, you're prepared to assist those awakening, and you know, this goes forward regardless. And we're very quickly shifted to different timelines when we need to be, so you're always protected in that sense. But where you don't have fear anymore, you protect yourself anyway, because then your multi-dimensional abilities come on. So you can appear and disappear on different timelines as well. So lots of cool stuff. So again, I love you all, and going to let you go. I have an appointment to speak with another angel. So have a beautiful evening, and I love you all, and love and light, and party on. Catch you later. Have a great night. Bye.